Alright, hello everyone, I'm FB and tonight I'm gonna cast a match between Enthuse versus Cam in TM Masters Team Cup 2014. And before the match begins, let's just take a look at the group that these two teams belong to. So this is group Yay, and we see that Enthuse is in the lead. They have played 3 matches and won all of them. They have, however, lost 2 maps, as you can see, so they don't have a perfect score. Is currently at the 7. Then Fun Team is at second, has also played 3, won 2, lost 1, which was against Enthuse, are currently at 6 points. Cam is at the third with 2 matches played, 2 won, 0 lost. They have lost 1 map, however, and they are also at 6 points. And then Insanity Fun Squad is at 4th place, 3 played matches, 3 losses, but still 2 points because they have won 2 maps. And then finally Wave is at last place, 3 played matches, 3 losses, all maps lost, so at 0 points. And it looks like we're gonna start on Swedish Kebab. This is a map made by Crow. The world record, at least yesterday, was 40.002 by Massa. And they should be on their last warm-up here, if I'm not mistaken. So we should start pretty soon. Let's take a look at the lineups if I can. Maybe I can't. Yeah, not yet. But once the match begins, I can take a look at it. Oh yeah, and I should put on this. Audio always on, if you didn't know about this. It turns off every time I turn off the game though, but it's pretty useful for like if you have 2 monitors. Alright, but I think we're gonna start now. Good luck and fun. Enthuse versus Cam. And this is a pretty important match for both teams. I'd say if Enthuse can win this one 3-0, then they are qualified for the playoffs with 1 more round to go in the group stage. Cam, of course, have not lost a match yet, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they are doing against Enthuse here. And we see that they only have 3 players, so that means we have to wait a bit. Also, Enthuse got 5 players, so it's all messed up here. 5 versus 3, let's go. No. So yeah, we're just gonna wait a bit. It's still not live. I think one of the Cam players might have disconnected. And yeah, also one Enthuse player needs to leave. Alright, so it looks like Shocker joined the server now. He was their 4th player. So Cam's lineup seems to be ready. It's gonna be Shocker, Waziman, Elab and Angelo. And then for Enthuse we see Hive, Railgun, Beef and Scary. Alright, good luck and fun. We are going live now. First round, Swedish Kebab. Following Hive. Should maybe put on a bit more audio here. So. And Hive with a good start here. Also Beef and Scary for Enthuse. You see Shocker for Cam. But it is Enthuse who are dominating so far. They have all their 4 players at the top. Beef takes the lead, Railgun at 2nd, Scary at 3rd place, Hive at 4th place. Waziman shows up for Cam, but you can see there to the left that the most red players are at the bottom. Here comes the ending. Beef goes a bit too wide but saves it. Here comes the last turn. Scary makes a mistake. And Beef will take first, Railgun takes second, but then we got 4 Cam players following them. So this means this is gonna be a draw. Both players with 18 points in this round. That would have been a round for Enthuse though if Scary hadn't crashed. So very small margins. And here we go, second round. Following Shocker now, who makes an early mistake. Hits the wall to the left. We also see Waziman for Cam dropping down a bit. Is 30 hundredths behind. Here's the top. Oh, Scary! Gets a bump from the border into the wall and will go down to last place. No, it wasn't Scary, it was Beef. I'm specking Scary. Railgun is at first. Angelo and Elab shows up for Cam. Just a few turns left here. Railgun with a pretty solid lead. 1700s ahead of 2nd place, which is Scary so far. Here comes the last turn. Top 2 again for Enthuse. This time Railgun and Scary. And then we got 3 Cam players only after them. So this means this is gonna be a point for Enthuse. 1-0. So far it looks pretty good here for Enthuse. Railgun with the most points, 15 so far, but still very, very early, of course. We play to 7. And now Shocker gets a better start. Also Elab up there for Cam, but it is Beef who takes over the lead. Railgun and Hive also advancing here. But then Hive will fall down a bit, doesn't get as much speed. Shocker goes for a wide line to try build up the speed. He will go up to 2nd place. Elab is at 3rd. Beef still at 1st for Enthuse. Hive is also up there, gets good speed there, might be able to pass Shocker in the last turn. Oh, he makes the same mistake Scary made. Beef will take 1st, but then we got Elab, we got Shocker, and we got Wazzyman for Cam. This is gonna be a red round. And it's tied up, 1-1. And yeah, I had problem with that last turn in our match yesterday as well. And it looks like we have a disconnection here from Hive, so we had to wait for him to rejoin. And now he's back, so we should start pretty soon. Yeah, if someone is driving though, we should end round it. But it looks like no one is. Alright. Go. And so far this seems like it could be a pretty close match. I forget who plays in the last round though. I think it is like... I need to check that. I'll check that after this first map, I guess, if I remember it. Because that's of course also really interesting. And the railgun drops down early for Enthuse. 4500s behind the top. Oh, Scary drops down, also Wazzyman. And railgun will pass them both. Shocker falls down as well. Beef in the lead right now, ahead of Angelo. Then it's Hive, then it's Elab. Then railgun at 5th place. Ooh, Angelo almost got a no drift. Hive, ooh, so close to the wall, will lose in speed. Beef still in the lead. Oh, Elab makes that mistake. Oh, and Angelo goes too wide. Misses the finish. And will finish only at 8th place because of that. And this is gonna be a strong round for Enthuse. Beef takes 1st, Hive 2nd, and railgun at 3rd. But that could have been perhaps a red round with less mistakes in the end. Which, yeah, it's pretty brutal, that ending. You see a lot of mistakes. So it's very important that you drive not too risky, I'd say. Railgun with an interesting line here. Hive in the lead ahead of Shocker. Very close round so far. Elab is at last, only 2400s behind. Who made that mistake? I think it was a red player. Hive and Beef is at 1st and 2nd. Railgun and Shocker fighting for 3rd. Looks good for Enthuse. Oh, but then Beef makes a mistake. Maybe not anymore. Let's see the ending here. Hive will take 1st, and then Wazzyman comes back strongly, takes 2nd. Angelo takes 3rd, and then Shocker takes 4th. So this is gonna be a red round. Strong finishes by the Cam players. And it's tied up again. Okay, last round is apparently Cam versus Fun Team, Insanity, Fun Squad versus Wave, and then Enthuse does not have a match. So yeah, Enthuse really want to make sure that they gather some points here, because they can't really do anything in the last round. Every team does get a break, because there are 5 teams in every group. Anyways, back to the match here. Elab has dropped down, is 1.5 seconds behind the rest of the pack. Beef again driving good for Enthuse at the top. He got the most points as well, 28, together with Railgun. Here he is. Hive is at 3rd place. Angelo is in front of him, but a good turn from Hive. And here comes the last turn. Beef is gonna take 1st. Nice time as well, 40.26. Hive 2nd, 0.63, and Scary 0.67. Overtakes Angelo in the end. So that was a good round, especially from Beef. Very strong time. The score is now 3-2. Enthuse back in lead. Hive makes an early mistake, or should I say Hy-Vee? I don't know. But Beef continues to drive very fast here. Once again in the lead, together with Scary. Could be another round for Enthuse. Oh, especially now that Elab makes a mistake. Only Wassiman remains. All other Cam players has made mistakes in this round. Railgun goes up to 3rd place. Cam needs a miracle now, otherwise they will lose this round. Here comes the last turn. No mistakes. And Beef takes 1st, Scary takes 2nd, and Railgun takes 3rd. And now Enthuse got a 2-point lead at 4-2. Alright, I guess I will say Hy-Vee then. That's correct. 10th round now. Well, not 10th round actually, because we did have at least one round that didn't count. So I guess it's perhaps the 9th round. Ooh, that's a bad turn from Railgun. Goes too wide, loses his grip, and falls down to 7th place. Still ahead of Wassiman though. But his teammates Hive, Scary, and Beef are doing pretty well again here. Scary goes out to 1st. Oh, nice stuff by Angelo and Shocker. Maybe they can have a strong finish here. Oh, Beef crashes into the wall, lands on the wall. Hive will take 1st, Scary takes 2nd, and then we have 3 Cam players, but Railgun is ahead of Wassiman, and that means this is another blue round. Had Wassiman been at 6th place, of course that would have been a draw. So now a 3-point lead for Enthuse, and they are running away with this one. Just need 2 more points to close it out and take a 1-0 lead. Seems like I only got Enthuse players in my hotkeys. That's interesting. Beef has made an early mistake here. Oh, another mistake. He's over 1 second behind now. But look at this. We got 3 Enthuse players at the top. Scary at 1st, Railgun at 2nd, and Hive at 3rd. Hive will pass Railgun. Scary going awfully close to that wall, but does it well and sets a nice time as well. 0.42. Hive 0.62 and Railgun 0.74. And now Enthuse are up to map point here on the first map. Swedish Kebab 6-2 is the score. And it's gonna be difficult for Cam to come back from this. If you look at the team scores, we got top 3 for Enthuse. Beef at 1st, Railgun at 2nd, and Scary at 3rd. They got almost the same points as well. Hive is also at 45 points, so very close between those 3. Only 3 points, so they have been doing a very good team effort here. That's for sure. Alright, let's see here. Shocker is in the lead for Cam, ahead of Beef, and then we also got Elab and Wassiman. For Cam doing pretty well here. This might be a red round, especially if Shocker can be 1st, but Beef with a nice turn. We'll get a couple of 10s here over Shocker. Last turn coming up, and Hive with a strong finish will take 3rd. So this is gonna be another blue round, and that means that Enthuse wins the first map 7-2. So let's see what the second map is gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a Digvik, but let's see for confirmation first. It looks like we are going to play this one. I don't see anything in the chat, so let's take a look at this map as well. This is a map made by Wally. It's made in sunrise mood, which is cool, I think. I like it when maps got some personality to it. Otherwise we only see daylight, which is not too exciting. So yeah, that's cool. And the world record is 37.812 by Leo. And that's really all I can say about this map right now. See if any of the players here are in the Deddy. Beef got us top 3 times, so he's definitely in the Deddy. But it looks like he's the only player out of both teams here, so yeah, let's see if he's gonna dominate as he did on the first map. Cam's lineup looks to be ready. It's gonna be Elab, Waziman, Shocker, and Naki joining. And then for Enthuse, they again have 5 players, so we'll see who's gonna play. I think Beats might play since he joined. And we're gonna do 2 more warm-ups before going live. So that gives me a moment to see the map here. This turn here, we see a lot of crashes usually, and we saw a mistake there from someone. It's very hard to time it right. There's not much room between the pole and the wall, so it can be pretty tricky to time it correctly. And this turn here also is really important to hit the border just on the side, on the outer side. That will give you a lot of speed and also a very good line. It like pushes you to the left a bit, and that's what Bits was trying to go for, but he went a bit too much close to the wall, so instead the border punished him. So 1 more warm-up here on the next map. Currently Enthuse are leading with 7-2. 1-0, I mean, they won the first map with 7-2. So that would mean that they have 8 points in the standings of their group. If I'm not mistaken, that should be right. And of course, I think Fun Team did get a walkover this week, so they will get points. They will win it. Anyway, it seems like if Enthuse wins this match, then the match next week between Cam and Fun Team is going to be completely decisive as to which second team will qualify to the playoffs. Enthuse are looking pretty strong here, so we'll see if they can close it out, or if Cam is gonna make a comeback here and win the 2 last maps. But we're going live now. Good luck, have fun. Enthuse versus Cam, second map. Enthuse leading with 1-0, and let's see what Enthuse lineup is gonna be. One of these players are not playing. And alright, so it's Beef, Bits, Railgun, and Scary for Enthuse against Waziman, Naki, Shocker, and Elab for Cam. Going live. First round. Following Bits. Decent start in the middle of the pack. Waziman with the best start for Cam. And we see some different lines here. Some people like to go for more speed and thus go for a wider line, and some don't, such as Bits. And we see Waziman though with a strong turn here. Extends his lead at first, ahead of Beef, then Scary, and then Bits with good speed. Goes a bit too wide here though. He does it well actually. Nice stuff by Bits. Is at 4th place. Waziman still at first for Cam, but that's a pretty bad turn. Beef comes back with more speed. Here comes the ending, and Beef is gonna take it with 100. Just ahead of Waziman. Very nice turn by Beef at the grass. He hit it perfectly, and it was just enough to pass Waziman. And then we also saw Scary taking 3rd and Bits taking 4th. So this is a blue round, and Enthuse are in the lead 1-0. Oh, I saw a blue player. No, it was a red player. Elab falls out of it already in the start. Also Waziman for Cam, so this is horrible for Cam. Very bad start in the second round, and oh, it looks like Shocker and Naki has also made mistakes. Actually, Naki is somewhat closer to Enthuse players, but yeah, not at striking distance here. Beef with a solid lead. Bits at 2nd, Railgun at 3rd, and Scary at 4th. Naki with a lot of speed here. He might be able to pass Scary. Nope, he won't. So we're gonna have an ace round for Enthuse, and a very strong time by Beef. 30 seconds. Then Bits at 2nd, 0.34. Railgun at 3rd, 0.49. And Scary at 4th with 0.52. So very nice round by the Enthuse players. And Beef now has won 2 rounds in a row. 16 points. Scary drops down a bit in the start. Oh, who was that? Was it Beef? Yes, it was. So he's not going to win a 3rd round in a row. Railgun also with a mistake for Enthuse. Also Naki for Cam. Bits, in the meantime, is in the lead here ahead of Waziman. Let's see if I can find a good player to spec. Oh, Scary with a mistake. Bits still in the lead, but he got 3 Cam players behind him. Should be a red round. Oh, L-Ab almost didn't finish, but managed to drive into the finish on his back, I think. So he takes 4th place, just behind the Waziman, who are behind Bits. But this is gonna be a red round, so the score is now 2-1. Going live into the 4th round. No mistakes this time in the start. Beef with the best start. Railgun with a good turn. Advances here in the field. And he only got L-Ab from Cam in front of him. Beef at 1st, Bits at 2nd, and Scary at 3rd. And Railgun will go up to 4th place as well. Actually even at 3rd place. Oh, good stuff by L-Ab there. Nice turn. But he goes a bit too wide. Oh, almost crashed. He's not going to get much speed here for the last stretch. Beef is going to take 1st, and he got Scary and Bits and Railgun behind him. And it is another ace round for Enthuse. 3-1 now. A pretty good round overall. Many Cam players under 39 seconds as well. Following Railgun here in the start. Got his 3 teammates in front of him. Oh, but then Scary will crash, and also Bits. All of a sudden 2 Enthuse players has dropped down. But let's see here. We don't have too many Cam players either. Only Waziman and L-Ab. And Beef comes back here and takes over first. Bits will drop down. Not Bits, I mean Railgun. Here comes the ending. Beef is at 1st. He's gonna take 1st, and then Waziman straight into the wall. And he's gonna take 6th place only instead of 3rd. I don't know, that might have been the difference. That could have been a red round. But instead, it's gonna be a blue round, and the score is now 4-1. So Enthuse are running away with it once again. The first map did start off pretty close, but then Enthuse started winning all the rounds. Oh, Bits and Railgun at this difficult section will fall down to 7th and 8th place. But Beef is dominating here. He got 34 points in total, and he's gonna get 8 more, perhaps. See if I can find anyone else. Scary at 4th place. Got Shocker and Waziman in front of him, but looks like he's gonna build up a lot of speed here. Shocker will stay in front of him. Oh, and Scary makes a mistake. He hits the top of the wall. And let's see. Oh no, Naki is on his back. Oh my god, that is very close to the finish line. And that means he's not gonna collect any points for his team. And this is a blue round. 18-17. So if Naki had only finished that round, I'm not sure what position he had, but had he only finished and had been last, that would have been a draw then. But instead, it is another point for Enthuse. 5-1 now. Just need 2 more wins here. Oh, and Bits respawns to the start. I guess he couldn't make the jump. We see also Shocker at the distance there has fallen out of it. Meanwhile, Beef will be overtaken by Waziman, at least for a little while. But then Beef with a good turn here goes back to 1st, drives over the border very riskily, but does it well. And also Scary is at 2nd place. Could be another Enthuse round. Definitely is, because Railgun is at 3rd place. No mistakes either. Beef 0.40, Scary 0.47, and Railgun 0.54. And Enthuse now 6-1, map point. Once again. And yeah, respawn is not allowed, so if you do land on your back, for example, like Naki did, then you cannot respawn to the next, to the previous checkpoint to continue the race that way. So you gotta be careful that you do not make those big mistakes. Now we saw a red player clipping the wall. It was Naki. I think he might have the least amount of points. Yes, only 20 points for his team. Meanwhile, Shocker and Beef, close fight for first. Waziman is at 3rd place. Elab goes up to 4th place. Could be a red round. Oh, but Scary and Bits also doing well here. Scary with a lot of speed will pass Shocker and Waziman just in front of the finish line. And that means it is gonna be a blue round. So thanks to Scary in the end, Enthuse wins this round as well and wins the second map with a score of 7-1. So now they are in the lead with 2-0. But we will play the third map as well, because one map equals 1 point. So of course, very important here that Cam tries to win this last map. And also maybe for Enthuse, I'm not sure if they do lose this one, if it's still possible for Enthuse to not make it. Because they are not playing in the last round next week. So this is their last opportunity to collect points. Anyways, the last map is Cat Groove. And it's a map made by Kappa. World record 39.925 by Poker. And I would say this map is the most technical out of this map pack. Especially this part here where Bits crashed. We usually see a lot of crashes. And then the last turn can also be a bit tricky. Coming up here. Oh, actually not. Let's wait for Bits. This one here. Hard to get a good line, and Bits did not make it well. Alright, so I guess we're gonna do some more warm-ups here. Maybe 2. And I only see 4 Cam players, although one is in the wrong team. But Dim probably will play together with Waziman, Elab and Angelo. And then for Enthuse they have several players again here, so they have not decided their lineup, I think. Anyways, let's take a look at the Deddy here, the top 30 records online. We do see Beef once again is present, top 13, it's time of 40.08. And then also High V for Enthuse, 40.14. So 2 Enthuse players, no Cam players. And I still haven't seen how many warm-ups the players are doing. Alright, one more warm-up then, and then we should go live. On the third track, in Enthuse versus Cam of the Team Masters Team Cup 2014 Group Stage. This is Group Yay. And Enthuse about to qualify to the playoffs. There's one more Group Stage round next week, but they are not playing that one. All teams in every group get 1 week resting, because there are only 5 teams. And currently in this match, Enthuse are in the lead 7-2 on the first map, 7-1 on the second. Alright, that's the end of the last warm-up round. Good luck, have fun. Let's see if Cam can make something happen here. They need to get a point. They cannot feel safe. otherwise. And they won't feel safe even if they win this one, but definitely need the point. Because next week they will face Fun Team, and that's probably gonna be decisive for which second team will qualify to the playoffs. Alright, here we go. First round. Oh, interesting. Alright, so this is not gonna be live because Enthuse have their fourth player in the wrong team, Swabe, I mean. And then also, okay, Scary rejoined there, but let's see if we can fix this lineup quickly here. So yeah, the lineup is for Enthuse, Railgun, Beef, Scary, and Swabe, who replaces Bits. And then for Cam, we do have Dim, Waziman, Elab, and Angelo, as I said earlier. But now it should be fine, and we can start. Following Scary. Oh, Swabe goes a bit too wide, hits the wall to the left. Comes this difficult turn, but all players doing it well. Railgun still in the lead, ahead of Elab. Cam, I mean Dim with a good jump there. But then he loses a lot of speed there. Both Beef and Scary can pass him. Railgun still in the lead, but a close fight with Elab. Let's see if Elab can take first. Last turn will decide it. Railgun will take first, even though he went way too wide in the end there. But sets a time of 0.51, which is 400s ahead of Elab. Then Beef takes third, Scary takes fourth, Dim takes fifth, Waziman takes sixth, then Swabe takes 7, and Angelo takes 8. And Enthuse goes up to a lead again, 1-0. Oh, Scary with an early mistake, and another mistake. So he's behind now with 1.5 seconds, might even be more. Oh, and Railgun falls out of the track. I'm not even sure if he can continue. Okay, he does, but I think he respawned, and that is not allowed. So Railgun, I think, should not be able to finish this one. Pretty sure that he respawned there. And meanwhile, it looks like, ooh, Elab will pass Beef just before the finish line here. So that might be very important. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a red run despite Railgun finishing here. Doesn't matter, I think, even though it's not allowed. Yeah, it is a red round, so that's good that it didn't matter. So now the score is tied up 1-1. And we've seen this before, of course. Pretty much the same on the first map and the second map. But right about now, Enthuse took the command in those two maps, and didn't let Cam, didn't give them any more chances, and just won the remaining rounds. Alright, we are live into the third round. Railgun has made another mistake here, also Elab. Beef goes up to the lead, only 300s behind the Dedimania record. And then also Scary goes up to second. Swabe doing well as well for Enthuse. Oh, but then Scary makes a mistake, and Beef has low speed here. Dim comes closer. Can he pass Beef? Yes, he will, with a strong finish. 300s ahead of Beef. Swabe will defeat Waziman, but then Elab comes afterwards, and Angelo will be able to finish here. So that means this is a draw. 18 points for each team. No points on the scoreboard. Into the fourth round we go, with Elab crashing in the start. Oh, and Dim straight into the wall. So two Cam players has fallen out of it. Beef has also made a minor mistake here, but still at 6th place. Oh, Scary drives out of the track, and we'll lose a lot with that, of course. Then at the top we got Waziman at first, Swabe at second, then Angelo and Railgun following. Here comes the end. Looks like swabbeule might be able to take first and gets 8 points for his team. Then Waziman and Angelo take second and third for Cam. Railgun and Beef ahead of Elab and Dim, who are ahead of Scary, and we have another draw. So 2 draws in a row. That's interesting. The score is still 1-1. Oh, it definitely was a mistake. What else would it be? Anyways, we are live here in the next round, and Angelo gets a no drift. Oh, and Cam hits the pole. So again, bad start for Cam. Scary again crashing though for Enthuse at the same place. And looks like Hy-Vee joins the server, but I don't know why. See if I can find a good player to spec here. swabbeule overtaking Waziman for second place. Beef remains at first. Last turn, and Beef is gonna take first, 0.36. Then swabbeule takes second, 0.63. Ahead of Waziman and Elab. They are continuing to drive pretty good for Cam. But this time is not gonna be a draw. Railgun and Scary both ahead of Angelo and Dim. So Enthuse goes up to the lead now, 2-1. And it feels more like Enthuse, that Enthuse have lost the round rather than Cam has won them. See if that's gonna change. Oh, swabbeule crashing. Also Elab and Dim and Railgun and Scary. 5 players falling out of this race here. Meanwhile, Beef is continuing to drive very solid at the top. He's 600 ahead of Waziman, I mean. And then Angelo is at third place, but this is gonna be another Enthuse round. But then Waziman passes Beef before the finish line. Beef with a poor last turn. And is that gonna make a difference? Dim will pass Scary as well. Can Elab finish here? He only got 2 seconds left. I don't think so. No, he won't. And that means this is a blue round. I think that would have been a draw. Yes, that would have been a draw had Elab finished the round. But he didn't. And the score is 3-1 instead. Yeah, so far a lot of mistakes on this map. As predicted, to be honest. We've seen it on other matches as well. Start here is also pretty tricky, to be honest. As well as this part here, this turn. Have to drive over those borders, which is really hard. Very small margins in this game, so it's hard to avoid those mistakes, because they are definitely mistakes. You can always avoid these so-called bugs, but it's just very small margins, so it's very hard to do it consistently, especially in matches when the pressure is on. And here comes the ending, very close round. Waziman takes first, 600 ahead of swabbeule. Railgun takes third ahead of Elab and Dim. Very close. Angelo will finish at last place behind Beef and Scary, and this is a draw, the third draw of the match. Very close match so far, but it is Enthuse who are in the lead with 3-1. Going live into the 9th round with Elab taking the lead for Cam. Went a bit too wide, but managed to get back on track. Just ahead of Beef. Oh, Elab hits the wall. Instead, Beef takes over the lead now. swabbeule goes up to second, Scary at third, and Railgun at fourth place. All Enthuse players at the top. Could be an ace round for Enthuse. Oh, bad turn from Railgun, but it manages to stay ahead of Dim. No, he won't actually. Dim is ahead of Railgun with very small margin. Actually, they have the exact same time, but Dim is awarded fourth place. I think it's because he had a faster time. I can just take a look at that actually. No, he didn't have a faster time, so I'm not sure why that happened. Anyways, That was a round for Enthuse. 4-1 now. And they are once again running away with it. And let's see here. I think it was Railgun who hit the pole. So he's last now. 4 seconds behind. Meanwhile, Waziman doing well for Cam again. Is at first. And on a good time as well. But then Scary with a lot more speed will overtake Waziman. Last turn will decide it. A lot of players here. Waziman with a good ending takes first. Couple of hundreds ahead of Scary. And then Dim and Eleb manage to stay ahead of Swalbe and Beef. And then Angelo defeats Railgun as well. So this is a red round. Cam wins their second round of this third map. 4-2 is the score. They haven't given up yet. And they can still make it. It's not over before the fat lady sings. Oh, Scary will again fall down here. Crashes in the start. We also see Beef has dropped down for Enthuse. Oh, but then he will overtake a couple of players here. Elab will crash. Also Waziman and Angelo. Beef goes up to second place, just behind Railgun all of a sudden. A lot of mistakes just happened. But we do have 4 Cam players behind these 2 Enthuse players. So this might be a draw here. Angelo comes back strongly, but he's not going to be ahead of Beef. So this is a draw. Beef managing to stay ahead with just 3 milliseconds. And that's the difference between a point for Cam and a draw. And this was a draw. Which was the 4th draw in total, I think. I'm starting to lose count of them. So very close here in this final map. Oh. Angelo for Cam hits the wall and hits the pole. Also Dim has crashed. Oh, that's a big mistake from Dim. Beef as well for Enthuse. They are dropping like flies on this track. It's unbelievable. Meanwhile in the top we have Elab in front for Cam ahead of Swabe. Oh, but then Elab makes a mistake. Railgun will pat him as well. Now it's up to Waziman to take first here, but Swabe is in front of him. Also Scary. So Waziman only takes 3rd place. And then Railgun is ahead of Elab. Beef is ahead of Angelo and Dim. And this is a blue round. 5-2 now for Enthuse. That was a very good round for Enthuse. Probably builds up their confidence. They are only 2 points away from closing out this 3rd and final track. Cat Groove by Kappa. Following Railgun, as he does have some difficulties here, but keeps himself on the road at least. And is currently at 6th place. That's a good turn though. He will overtake Angelo for 5th place. Waziman in the meantime continuing to doing well for Cam. He's ahead of Scary and Swabe, but then Swabe with more speed, also Scary passing Waziman at the top here, and they will take 1st and 2nd. Swabe 0.45, Scary 0.51. 700s ahead of Waziman. Railgun takes 4th, and also Beef is ahead of Elab to make it another blue round, and 6-2 now. Enthuse only needing to win 1 more round. Could it be this one? Bad start for Scary. Oh, 2 no drifts. Also Beef falls down. So many mistakes there. One of them was Swabe. Oh, and then Angelo hits the wall. No, it wasn't Angelo. It was Dim, I guess. Yeah, it was. But I think Elab has retired. Yeah. Elab has retired. Dim is at 7th place. This looks very grim for Cam. Railgun in the meantime in the lead. Waziman does what he can for his team. He's been the best player. He got 67 points in total. He might actually take 1st in total points here, because he is ahead of Swabe. Yeah, Waziman will take the most points, but it doesn't matter. Enthuse will win this match. This map 7-2, and also this match. So the total score was 7-2 for Enthuse on the first map, 7-1 on the second, and then now finally 7-2 on the third. Thanks for watching.